Okay, I think I'm live. I'm going to check on YouTube that it's all working okay, because we're going to do a unboxing video. I don't need to hear myself. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you for that. Okay. Wonderful. I think everything is okay. Super introduction here, Joey. Super duper. Hope everybody is good. Hope everyone is doing well. We're going to be having a look at a brand new Oracle deck I got today, and we're going to be just, having a chat about that, seeing how everyone's doing. And let me know if you can see me, hear me, anybody in the comment section. Let me know that you're here. Somebody tell me that you can hear me or see me, and it's good. If not, I'm talking to myself, but hey. So give it a minute. We'll give it a minute. Yay! Hi! How's everybody doing? How is everybody? I thought I'd just do a quick live. We are going to be doing a live ritual in 2 hours. So apparently I have the bug. The Oracle bug. Bum, bum, bum. I'm going to show you guys the new Oracle deck. So I got this today. Look at, well, it was the other day technically. Threads of Fate. Look at this box, guys. Look at this box. So I thought I would show you guys this gorgeous, I must have said show you guys about 3 times now. Show you guys. You say show you guys 3 times and do bros show up. And look at the inside of this. My goodness. My goodness. We're gonna talk about this gorgeous Oracle deck. I know a lot of people this year are on the kind of like not buying things, but I basically lost a lot of my stuff, so I'm kind of like catching up with the things that I had missing. So inside the gorgeous box of gorgeousness, the Threads of Fate and a Valkyrie ritual. It fits nice. Points for Draven. Points for Draven. The ritual later is going to be about the Valkyries. It's going to be about rewilding yourself, rebirthing yourself. It's going to be about claiming the wild edges and rebirth. So those are the energies for the live ritual with Chris, who's in chat. And we will be going live in a couple of hours, but I couldn't not do this video. I needed to do this video, and it's late because this week has been crazy. Anyone else glad to see the back of Mercury retrograde? Yes, please. So anyway, inside the box, you get a care list, ways of caring for your deck. This is quite cute, where it says, weave the threads of your fate and murder children outside who are screaming, because that's not acceptable. Be quiet, children. Oh my God. And then you got this. Look at the shinies. So I thought we'd have fun with this, and what I might do in ritual, I haven't asked Chris this yet, but I'm sure she'll be all right with it, is I'm in the ritual, I might pull a card for everybody as we go into that ritual from the Threads of Fate, because look at this box. Look at this gorgeousness that's happening right here. Oh, the contrast of the gold shimmy, and the kind of twilight colors and all the stars, and it's actually got stars and an eye for a starry-eyed little lady, you might say. Anyway, I'm feeling weird today. I've got a weird energy. This is the booklet again, absolutely beautiful with that eye. The booklet, I have 1 issue and 1 issue alone. There is no table of contents. There is no listing for telling you where the cards are. There's no like, oh, number 33, go to page 30. None of that. You have to just find it, which I'm not crazy about. But the layout of this is beautiful. So there is the standard kind of deck layouts, information about the deck. She calls it the internal landscape, which is very nice. And then it's separated into earth, air, fire, water. And then I believe it is fire, water, And then it is Throne, and this is different kinds of sovereignty and different kind of archetypes that you can step into. And for Chris, there is the Pillar. The Pillar exists in this deck, which is nice. Is that it? Is that the final one? Yes, that's the final one. So it's Earth, Air, Fire, Water, and Throne, and how they separate it out. Now, I'm going to say right now, there is one card in this deck which I may take out of this deck because I found it a complete disappointment. The rest of the deck is gorgeous. The rest of the deck is powerful and evocative and beautiful. And there is one card in here that I feel lets the side down. And these are the cards in the thing. So I'll try not to show you every single card because, you know, it's a bit mean. And then you've seen them all, but blah, blah, blah. But this is the back of the deck, which is absolutely gorgeous. I'm just going to pull up Google Hangouts because I'm kind of trying to manage between Google Hangout and YouTube right now. If I just, no, that didn't work at all. I'm trying, oh, there. Right, so this is the back of the deck. And you can see with like the gold shine with the, oh, it's just so beautiful. And I love so much about this deck. So much. It's an Oracle deck, so I do tend to, you know, have a few Oracle decks, which works for me. I like Oracle. I am super fussy about Tarot, but Oracle, I can play with the imagery a little bit more and be a little bit more fast and loose with my overly Virgo-y stuff. So there is a mixture of kind of a watercolor background with geometric patterns. So it's basically a lot like my tattoo in some ways. There are people in some of the cards, which I would have preferred weren't there, but I can get around it in most cases. So this is the Alchemist, which I absolutely adore with the geometric patterning. Ancestors is one of my favorites, so much so that I rang Chris already and was like, look at this card. So this is for Ancestors. Look at this with the roots that color into her feet that go out into the spiritual ecosystem with the moon. Absolutely gorgeous ancestral card. Really, really beautiful. So I'm gonna just scroll through and pick out my favorites now. Compassion, I love. Chris, this is a Hell Compassion card. Look. This is Compassion, and this is very much in line with what we're doing on the What the Flux podcast right now, which is talking about hell. So if you guys haven't gone and checked out the podcast, I highly recommend it because it is really nice. So we're going to just, oh, and there's a death card here too. Look at this. Look, I love the contrast of the gold leaf. Look at that, shining in the darkness. This beautiful movement of color as you move the card around. It's just phenomenal. I like the Explorer too, which has humanoids in it, which there you go. I can be a little bit more flexible with the compass, so that's kind of cool. Let's see. And the colors actually start to change. So get curious, the color palette changes and we have a much more sort of, I think they're actually, yeah, mountains. It has that kind of like mountains in, well, thank you. It was I got this today. I was really pleased with it. I was like, I am priestessing. I'm wearing it later for the ritual, so I've kind of got it on now. And then we have our wolf card. Woo! Look at the movement in the image right above it too. There's something absolutely gorgeous about that going on. Absolutely love, 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 love. Trees, look at this. Look at the shiny trees. I'm all about the tree, no trouble. And then, girl, you know I like some Snake. Oh, Snake with the cosmic egg and all these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Nature is really gorgeous too. Lovely sky blues with the very, there you go, you can see the gold. It kind of looks black, but they're actually gold sheen through. This is one really nice one. This is Patience with the shell there, absolutely beautiful. I'm going to show you Power because I think it really does show the range that can be. It's not necessarily my favorite, but it does show range. Oh, and Reclaim. It's a kitty. It's a cosmic kitty. The gilding is so beautiful, so beautiful. And when you get to the one that disappointed me, you will see why. You will see why. So, and there's another one, Sacred Destruction. Look at this. I love the name. I love the feel. There's something just cosmic. There is something just masculine and about this card. Right, now we're at the card. This card is a disappointment. And it's even worse because the card is Sacred Sexuality. So this is a big part of what I have to reclaim for myself and part of my journey, right? I'm... This card is a huge disappointment to me. The horse is so bad. I would have preferred it if the horse was not in it and it was just the circle with the detailing and the roses, because the horse is not in the gilding. There is just, I might take this card out because the rest of the deck is powerful and beautiful and well done and well drawn, and this, it almost feels incomplete to me, and it's not my favorite. The rest of the deck is really gorgeous. So we then have the Sage, who has teeth hanging off. Well, I think I did explain why I didn't like the card. The horse wasn't gilded. It felt incomplete. It felt like the drawing wasn't in keeping with the rest of it. I wish the horse hadn't been present. The horse as an animal is one of my favorites. It's very more organic to me, so it makes sense in terms of it. Yes, it feels childish, and the image is sexual, sacred sexuality. It doesn't feel completed. It doesn't feel like it was well drawn. Now look at the difference, for example, with Peacock. Peacock is gilded. It's fine detailed. It's beautiful. No, oh, why include the horse? Well, the horse to me is mocha. It works within Sacred Sexuality because it has that wild versus tamed. It has movement. It has companionship. It has a kind of a fierce bloodline thing. It has a power to it. So I can see horse and why you would choose the animal, but the image, it was a disappointment. Bat, however, is gorgeous. Look at the bats in the 3 stages of battiness. I like that a lot. So this is Shadow, the card for Shadow too, which I really like. Stages of shadow work, learning to fly in your shadows. Bats as having a different compass of vision. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, horse can work, but for the card itself, I wish it just wasn't there. B is a gorgeous card. This is the first B card that I've been like, oh, mama, I'm feeling drawn to bees all of a sudden. Look at how wonderful this is. So the gilding isn't on the bee, it's on the honeycomb, which I love, soul work. And there is kind of a crystal in the middle of the bee too, and it's got lightning power energy through the back. Absolutely gorgeous, absolutely lovely. Sovereign is really gorgeous too. And that has a very strong person, physical person in the image too, but I think she rocks it. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I really liked Strength. So Strength is an orca, and I thought this was a really unique take and perspective on Strength, because you don't often see like water creatures depicted as Strength. It's usually like lions and things. So to have like a water card for the Strength, absolutely beautiful. I love the dark moon symbolism underneath and the downward water triangle there. Absolutely beautiful interplay of different symbolism, very alchemy. So here's one of my favorites. I wonder why. It's a tree. This is the Surrender card, and it has like this weeping willow. Absolutely gorgeous. Yes, it should have been a black stallion with a gold mane. That would have been beautiful. That would have been absolutely beautiful. And let's go through. So some of my favorites, let's have a look. See, like this, like I love the Outlaw card, right? Look how wonderful the black plays in with that gold in the background. Aren't they beautiful? And this is the Outlaw too. And again, the human being in this card rocks it. And it just has this cactus down the front. Oh, it's so unique. It has that adventurer vibe. It's fun. It's playful. So here is the pillar, which we're going to show because of Chris. And I really like this card. I think that's really cool. Really interesting how the pillars don't actually go to the top of the card. They're just framing it. There's something in that in terms of imagery. It's really beautiful. The Seeker's really interesting too, because it has like all these teeth again. The humanoid I'm a little bit less keen on in this one. It's not a bad image of humanoid, but still really pretty, still really gorgeous. The universe with all those free threads. So I really love that one. The void is interesting. The void is a really interesting take on void imagery. It kind of invites you to look into the card. It has that internal vibration. Oh, this is my favorite use of humanoid in the entire deck, right? So normally I'm not a huge humanoid fan, but I can be like, oh, I quite like that one. I quite like that one. This humanoid is just how perfect is this card. This is the Weaver card. Look how powerful this lady is in the deck. Hi, welcome to the live. We're just looking at oracle cards and chatting. And obviously this is very similar to the image on the front of the deck. Is it the exact same image or is it just similar? No, it's similar because this has open hands. All around that blade, I'm loving the warrior vibe. I love that card. It's absolutely stunning. Underworld is gorgeous. Tell me this is not Persephone in a card, because it totally is. I will fight you. It's absolutely beautiful. It reminds me of Persephone so much. This one's interesting for reasons. The use of a cannabis leaf in versatility. It's an interesting take on it. I like it. The warrior, ladies and gentlemen. The warrior. Absolutely love the ram horns attached, all the detailing, all the fire. Why is it when you start to record children start making a load of noise outside? The wildling has a distinctly Scottish Highlands kind of vibe to it, which is cool. And a little bit Jon Snow. Last but not least is my absolute favorite withdraw with a fox. There is a fox in here, ladies and gentlemen. How beautiful, how gorgeous. How perfect. So other than that one card, which I may just remove and just use all the others, because I really, we're going to talk a bit more, guys. You didn't miss me. We've gone through the cards. You'll have to have. There's also not like completely gilded, but it's kind of like the same kind of gilding that goes through the deck. On the side, absolutely beautiful. They're a really nice size, so this is my hand over the top of them. They're a really nice cardstock. They're quite thick. They don't move too much. I really adore the color schemes, the movement, the kind of feeling of watercolor inviting you into the mood, whereas the geometric gives you the thought. So to me, these are a really beautiful balance between heart and mind, which is something I've talked about that is really important and necessary. So they have all of that. And I'm just loving them. And I'm going to pull one of the card. What about the card, get a local artist to modify the horse? I could do that. Thank you. I really love the hairpiece too. I found it today. I was like super pleased. I could do that maybe. But I don't know if I've been a bit too down on the card now and if that kind of will color my reflection of it. But maybe I could go up to local people and be like, hi. Would you like to paint over an oracle card for me? That could be interesting. I don't know how people would feel about that, because yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna double check to see if they're all like that or if mine's missing gilding on that one, because that was my initial thought, was like, am I missing gilding on this horse? Like, is there something, or is it all like that? Did someone else say they have these cards? Because I'd like to know if your Sacred Sexuality horse is the same. If someone else said I think they said they had these cards. So I'm really, apart from that, I'm really kind of feeling these cards. And what I'm going to do in the ritual, which is less than 2 hours now, so I'm going to pull a card, not at the beginning of the ritual when we call everybody in, but like once we've got into the vibration of the ritual, to welcome the feel and see what the cards say about rebirth and that sort of good stuff. So I can have a shuffle now. I've showed you guys, because I was like, I must not shuffle them until I've showed everybody. But I'm really pleased. I think they're really, really lovely. So there you go, guys. I hope you have fun. How is everybody doing? Any questions or anything before I pull this to a close? Because we've seen the deck now. I've done the bit that I wanted to do. Hope everybody's good. I've got to go set up for the ritual in a couple of hours, get everything nice and energy juju. So anything, any questions, any quid pro quos, any thoughts, go. If not, I'm going to go and get ready for the ritual in 2 hours. 2 hours, guys. Well, not 2 hours now, it's less. Orb. Oh, I hope you feel better soon. You know, there's been a lot of cold and flu going around, lady, so take care of yourself. Yes, you're late. You're late for a very important date, but you could come to the ritual, which is on at 8. Do you see all the rhyming? It was brilliant. Just what you showed up for. Decluttering. Spring cleaning. I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling really upbeat. Now we've moved through Mercury retrograde. I'm feeling super upbeat at the minute. I'm feeling really good. Dealing with things, healing with things, improving things, evolving, all that good stuff. We can talk about that in the ritual though, because we're not going to give away too much. A wink, nudge, wink and a nudge, nudge and a wink. I don't know what the matter with me is, but we'll see you guys later. Thank you for joining me, everybody. I hope you come to the ritual, and there will be like interactive parts of that ritual, like there always is, for like rebirthing energies and discussion, and spell work and all that good stuff will be a part of the Valkyrie ritual. It's going to be generally a little bit more flowy. It's probably going to be quite intuitive rather than too structured. This is structured, apparently. Chris, this is structured. And so we're going to let it flow a little bit. I've got some general ideas about what we want and what we need. I'm going to draw down their energy soon and see if there's anything that I've missed from them. And I think that might be it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really glad the last ritual really helped you. That's wonderful. So we're going to have a little bit of a rebirthing one today. Yeah, cool. So come along at 8 UK time. It's 4 Eastern Standard Time. That was don't touch the cookies. Don't touch the cookies. Have structure. All the things you don't want to do. Right, okay. Is the cap going to be there? What do we mean, the cap? The Capricorn, the one that's above you in the chat. I hope so. Chris is going to be there. Capricorn Chris is going to be there. Of course she is. 1 PST. Okay, wonderful. We've got people working out times for us. That's great. So I'll see you guys in less than a couple of hours. The cat, Daisy Daisy comes and goes as she pleases. I mean, we can all try and conjure her, and you might see a floofy tail walk across in the background because there's no stopping her. But who knows? So that's it for this particular video, guys. Thank you for joining me. I will see you in a little bit. I'm hoping you have a wonderful weekend. If you can't, you can catch up with the video afterwards if you still want to touch into those energy bases. Many blessings.